We do have one more segment on the nights, and this is a fun one. Yeah. This is a fun one. Go ahead.
All right. So, did gay dating app Grindr crash during the RNC in Milwaukee? Been a lot of rumors to that effect. Supposedly it crashed right when little Marco showed up.
Yeah. I was going to say, Mike Pence wasn't even in town for this.
He wasn't even in town for this. Yeah. Our hookups, however, in Indiana, usage was off the hook.
Yeah.
Our hookups on the rise during the Republican National Convention this week. According to Google search trends, that has been one of the hot topics on people's minds in Milwaukee, particularly regarding gay dating app Grindr, which has seen a flood of unconfirmed reports that it's continually crashing during the convention. But what's really happening on Grindr this week? One user in Milwaukee said there has been a major bump in anonymous users.
Oh, interesting.
Quote, on any given day, you'll go on there and see a headless torso or blank profile, said the source, who did not want to be named. He explained that profile typically means a user is looking for a fling and not a relationship. The Grindr user said on a normal day, you'd encounter maybe 10 users with no profile photo. But Thursday, when he checked the app, he said he stopped counting at 50 blank profile photos. If that's the case, it aligns with Grindr activity during previous national conventions.
Do you see a lot of Richard Nixon tattoos on those torsos? Yeah. That would be another hint.
A lot of iron crosses.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah.
After the 2016 RNC in Cleveland, a Vice article that cited sources from Grindr said the area around the 2016 convention's main hub saw user traffic increase by 66%. Other Grindr hotspots like Times Square, Capitol Hill, Disneyland, and South Beach, Florida, saw no comparable increase in user traffic at the time, the article said. Democrats flocked to the app during their convention, too. The same article said Grindr reported 148% increase in activity around Philadelphia's Wells Fargo Arena during the week of the 2016 DNC. All right, so still gayer. The Democrats, 150% gayer.
Yeah.
Grindr did not immediately respond to a request for comment about an increase in usage or reported outages during the 2024 RNC. And according to status.grindr.com, no operational incidents have been recorded by Grindr since May, when partial outages for the grid, chat, and albums features were noted. In June and July, all Grindr features were 100% operational, according to the app's official status tracker.
Look at that. Better than CrowdStrike.
Better than CrowdStrike. Yeah, man. I mean, people got to get their sex on. But that's not stopping users from taking the matter into their own hands. Reports of the Grindr app crashing increased by more than 90% in the past 48 hours across the country, according to Down Detector, a digital platform that tracks service issues among apps. Down Detector's heat map shows where the Grindr outages are taking place. Milwaukee is one of a few hotspots for outages, according to the website. Those reports may have spawned from a recent post from @HalfwayPost, a political satire account on X, formerly known as Twitter. The post claimed to quote a Grindr executive who allegedly said that the Republican National Convention is basically Grindr's Super Bowl. As of Thursday morning, the post has nearly 50 million views. All right, so friend of show George Santos weighed in on this.
Yes.
As a gay Republican, you can see he's saying, come out the closet, boys. So he also had a little accompanying video.
Grindr executives are calling the RNC convention the Grindr Super Bowl. Folks, look, I'm openly gay, no qualms about it. proud conservative Republican. I met my husband on Grindr, and we've been together for 6 years going on 7. Married for almost 3. Let me tell you something. Just come out the closet, boys. Come on. It's fun. You can be gay and conservative. But look, Grindr's already out of you anyway based on the hits. And guess who's in town? It's all you conservatives. Bye.
I'll tell you, that guy's terrific. That guy's the man. I love that guy. He's my favorite one. He's my favorite congressman, honestly. I mean, he's not a congressman anymore. But I love that approach to like, hey, this is a failing country. It's a dying empire. Why don't I just lie my way into Congress with the most debunkable bullshit biography I can imagine? Just see how far I get before they catch me. Who cares? It's all a big fucking joke anyway. And it is. The country's a big fucking joke anyway. So why not? Why not do what he did? I think it took balls. I think it's really funny. I think it's wonderful. He's honestly one of my favorite ones.
Well, you know, when I was at Braga, he's been hired by one of the lesser light conservative networks. What are they called? OAN, I think he might have been working for. I mean, I don't know that that's the one, but it would make sense. He was working for one of them. And you can see in my footage, you have all these people who are treating him like a hero. And that's where that whole thing goes off the rails. I appreciate your take, but that's not their take. Their take is those bastards in Washington railroaded you out of Washington. Come on, man. This guy's he's the old John Lovitz character. That's the ticket. Yeah, and then I was a track star. Yeah, and I was also a marksman, and I was a Green Beret too. And I also solved fishing, but they won't let me release it. Yeah. How do you make I can understand your take, but how is your take? God, George Santos is a patriot.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. No, what he is he's a prankster. And a joker with, I think, a very original. That is a unique foray into the politics of a dying empire. It's just this guy who's going to come in and just literally bullshit for as long as people don't catch on to him. You know, there's something so fun about it. I don't know. Like, are his I mean, I think Jose Vega even said this to Richie Torres. You know, you call George Santos a liar, but you know what lie is of more consequence? George Santos making up this weird biography, or Richie Torres pretending that Russia blew up the Nord Stream pipeline? Like, is George Santos a more malicious liar than all of these people? No, in fact, he's probably much less a malicious liar than most people on Capitol Hill.
Well, hey, man, the fact that he's been able to maintain what at least based on his account, is a healthy relationship and marriage, suggests he's not a psychopath.
Yeah. No, he's a happy man.
Happy-go-lucky con man.
God bless him. God bless George Santos, and God bless everyone at the RNC for being who they are. And like George Santos said, let your freak flag
for
fly.
Secretary of the Treasury.
Yes, be happy. Be out and be happy. That's what we say.
Please clap.